Hey guys, System here, and this is Skyopolis 4. Hope everyone is well, having a utterly amazing day. Let's go ahead and jump right back into this pretty cool pack. And in between episodes, I did a little bit of stuff. We'll kind of take a look-see, and yeah, just kind of jump forward here and kind of progress. So in between episodes, I went ahead and changed this floor here. It was all glass. I didn't like how it looked from the bottom, so I went ahead and added these crate casings. And I do like the look of them. I think it looks a lot better. Quite happy. Also turned all the flowers into floating endo flames, so that is pretty cool. And outside of that, I made a bunch of ender chests, set up a bunch of recipes for, I guess, where is it here? I guess they're up there. All the runes. I actually made all the rune recipes. I have them all finished up too, so they're ready to go. We're going to go ahead and try and make one of these runes of absolute power here in a few minutes. We need to automate snow first. But before we automate snow, I want to automate this energizing orb, because it's going to take some time to do some stuff. And now that I'm thinking of it, let's go ahead and grab some casings, because I'm going to end up needing 24 of those. That's going to take a couple minutes, so go ahead and do that. I want to go ahead and get all these rods upgraded to the max level ones, which is the nitro. This is going to make it so we can make all the materials a lot faster. There is an issue with these rods too, so you actually go to, I guess, rod here. If I found out, if you're trying to autocraft these, right? So I tried to autocraft them up to the Niotic. If you have any rods in your system that have any power in them at all, it won't work. It just won't work. And it doesn't matter if I take the recipes, because I did try this, right? So I wanted to hear, let's go ahead and do that there. Put this right here. Doesn't matter if I turn it to exact or not. It doesn't seem to care. It just will not pull it if it already has power. So I'm going to have to do, I guess, the components separately and just do it kind of manually, right? So not that big a deal. Just something I thought I'd show you there, because it's a bit of a pain in the butt, and I wasn't sure why it wasn't doing what I wanted to. So that's the thing. So let's go ahead and automate this. We're going to automate all the resources from Power, right? So we're going to need this here. We need a data card. Let's go ahead and grab that. Go ahead and grab this puppy. That's good. We only need one of these, so let's do that. Then we're going to need a wireless redstone receiver. We need some bone blocks, so let's go ahead and grab, I think it's like 5 of those. That's good. Go ahead and grab that. We only need one of them. Then I guess we also need this here. So let's actually go ahead and grab that. That one is our transmitter. We also need some of those crystallized amber. Is that what that's called? Yeah, crystallized amber. Let's go ahead and grab some of them. We're going to have to automate those at some point too, I think. Actually, both stages of the amber. That one and the obsidian one. So we'll have to do that at some point. Don't know if we need it today. Just, before the pack's done, right? So that's good there. That's awesome. So we need all of that. We also need a comparator. So let's actually grab a comparator. Do that. And then I guess we just need some placement blocks, right? So let's grab some reinforced. Sweet. Because that'll be probably what's used in this, I guess, when this is all finished anyway. So might as well just use that now. Now to get this automated is a little weird. I'll kind of get everything into place, and I'll kind of explain why this thing's a little dorky. Because, yeah, it's kind of like the Britannia crafter. Definitely has some issues with crafting, but we can kind of deal with that pretty easily using basically fine storage blocking mode. I guess the same way we did yesterday with the runes, right? And the way we're going to do it today with the runes as well. So anyway, let's go ahead and do that. Awesome. Go ahead and grab a transmitter. We'll need this one right here. We'll do that. And then I guess over here, I have a crafter, I think, ready to go. Let's, actually, I'll need these ones moved. Let's get these ones out of here. There we go. Sweet. And then we're going to grab this redstone receiver. This is going to receive a redstone signal from the comparator, right? Then we need to set this data card to that block so it knows where to send the signal. That'll link up these 2 blocks, kind of like so. And this is already ready to go pretty much. So if you look at the, I guess, materials from this mod, right? Let's go to Power. Check that out. Look at the different materials here. So like the energized steel, the crystals, all this stuff, and all that jazz. So I guess it's just the steel and all the crystals. So if you look at the actual crafting of it, you'll see there's like 2 items, right? So if it gets a iron and a gold, it crafts a energized steel. But if it gets 2 iron and gold, it doesn't work. If it gets 2 iron and 2 gold, it won't work either. So we need to make sure it only gets these materials kind of in any cycle, you know what I mean? Any step, and not any more, or it messes up, right? So the way we can do that is by setting up pretty much blocking mode with the crafter over here. So I have this one set to redstone pulse, inserts next set, which is effectively same as the AE2 blocking mode, right? So it won't let that recipe go until it gets that redstone pulse. And that's what we're doing with this here. So when we grab, I guess here, let's go ahead and grab a gold, right? So 1 gold, sweet. And then a iron. Throw this stuff in there, right? So let's do that and that. Awesome and awesome. Once it gets an item, it actually sends out a signal, right? So that is fine. That is going to be what locks that crafter, makes it so it can only do one recipe at a time, and that's going to make everything work. So that's kind of what we're doing there. Anyway, let's go ahead and pick all these up too. Actually, why is this so slow? Let's fix that. Go ahead and grab you. Sweet. Needed a whole bunch of different channels and stuff, so let's go ahead and grab that. This is for later on. Let's use this one right now, and this one. There you go. So we need a import chest, so that'll be this one. Then we're going to go ahead and use a export. So we use one of our reds here. Do that. Then we'll just have a item pipe. Item pipe. That looks good. Then we will need a wrench. Oh, I made this too. This is the Morpho tool from, it's the morphing tool from Morpho tool, and it's really cool. So it kind of hold a whole bunch of different tools in one. You can see there's a bunch in there. If you hold shift and scroll wheel, go between all your different tools. If you want to get one out, you just click Q. There you go, while holding shift, I should say. And you can get it back, and yeah, you can just kind of combine it. It doesn't work with everything, but it works with a lot of stuff. So it's a good way of just getting all your tools in one nice little compact area. But anyway, that's good there. Then we need to go ahead and make some recipes here, I suppose. Let's get these out of here. I guess we'll go back to power. Let's go to power. Check that out. See if we can hunt down our materials, which are down here, and get all the recipes, right? So we just need that one. I'm trying to grab everything we need here. So we need that. We need the crystals. I think there's 2 recipes for this one. That's actually completely the wrong one. Let's go here, go there. We're probably going to use this one with the blaze rods because it's what we're getting it. Yeah, I guess the form we're getting it in. Go ahead and grab that one, the Niotics. Then the Spiriteds. Up to this point, it's up to 1,000,000 FE per cycle. And this one, I believe, is 16. No, it's 20,000,416. So that is kind of a big boy right there. We'll have to have this recipe as well. And then I think I also need these capacitors as well. So I have all the other capacitors except for this one and this one. There you go. And this is going to take a while, right? So that's why I'm setting this up now, that we can set up the auto crafting, come back to it, operate our reactor later. So that is a thing. That's good. I guess we need to drop off a couple of these recipes. Don't need you, or you. The rest of that can go inside the actual crafter, right? So we'll head over here. Awesome. Drop off all this jazz. And we should be pretty much ready to go, actually. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here. So I need to make, how many of these we have? 4, I think it's 6, right? 4, 6 on each side. So if I want to make the next level, which is the Spirited, right? So we go to Spirited, right? And check that out. You need 2 per, so I need 24 of these. So if I was to make 24 of these, I'd have to click start like that, right? And I guess it'll start the craft. Of course, that's going to take 90 million RF. We already have 6 of them. So I'll kind of start that though. Sweet. And see what's going on here. What went wrong? Wait a sec. What did I do wrong? Did I not put the chest down? I haven't put the chest down yet. Let's go ahead and do that. There you go. So that's going to send the emerald over. You can see there it's getting hit by all the lasers there. It's getting charged up. Then it finishes it and then sends the next one. So it only does one recipe at a time. Everything else is just waiting inside the system and ready to be sent. It doesn't even wait inside the chest, because if it did, all those emeralds would end up in here and mess up the recipe. But basically we're just using this for blocking mode to make it so the system can only do one of these at a time. It makes this automation really smooth and work really well. So that is pretty much the automation of that, which works out pretty well. Also, I made these too, since it's nighttime. Let's go into here. Actually into here. There you go. Made all these charms from Dark Utilities, right? So I have like the Gluttony charm. So this one just took some cookies and that jazz. And then that one makes it so you can eat super fast. I have Portal charm. Go through portals super quick. Sleep charm. You can pretty much instantly sleep, which is really nice. So yeah, just not too bad there. Just a membrane. I didn't need this one. I just grabbed it. It was the experience charm. And makes it so you can pick up experience all at once instead of waiting. But basically I could just do this. There you go. It's daytime. So really useful, really awesome, and really cool. So we're going to go ahead and let those process for a bit, because that's going to take a bit. Then we're going to have to do nitros anyway. So that's the thing. Then finally I'm going to have to autocraft the reactor, because we'll be able to autocraft that just fine. But what we're going to do before that, I suppose, is go ahead and automate snow. Then we go ahead and see if we can actually make those runes of absolute power, right? Rune power, these ones. I want to see if we can go through the entire process, start to finish, because this so we can kind of, that is like one of the end game materials. That's actually one of them fully done. So we have these already kind of automated, ready to go. And last thing we need is snowballs, and I believe netherrack, actually. Netherrack I have a little bit, but I don't have it automated. That'll be actually really easy to automate. I just basically need another one of these setups right here on this enriching fluid from the nether. So I'll have to do that one. But that is super easy. The other one's going to be snowballs, though. So let's go ahead and grab We need some Invar gears, I believe I saw. So let's go ahead and grab 2 of those puppies. Let's do that. And I think we needed some bronze plates, which I already have automated as well. So let's go ahead and grab them. Actually, did I set import on that machine? I can't remember if I set import on that. I did not. Let's go ahead and make sure that can import. So we'll need one of them. Then we'll need, what is that one called? Speed upgrades. Let's go ahead and grab them. Awesome. I like to keep these pre-crafted like in big kind of batches too. So I'm just going to do another 64. Anyway, do that because they take so long with the processors, right? Anyway, let's go ahead and grab an importer. Let's go ahead and pump that there. Make sure that can actually be pulled in, right? So we want that right there. And then I guess we just need that fast. So let's just do that. So that'll handle that. That's awesome. And then we'll go ahead and make another blast chiller, right? So we've already made one of these before, but we're going to make another. So let's go ahead and grab that. That's cool. And we also need this, a ball cast. And that's going to make it so this thing can make snowballs. And then we can take those snowballs and craft them at the snow, basically is what we're doing here. So that is cool. Also, I'm going to need to pull out my configurator in here. So it's actually in here. It's good for storing it, but it doesn't work so well in it because it has to use the shift and the scroll as well. I just want need to be able to make sure this this here is outputting power. That actually looks good right there. So let's grab some pipes because we will need some. That'd be good there. Yep, and we'll just bring that across. Also need a sink. So let's make sure we have a sink here because we do need to feed this one water. So that's good. And what else do we need here? We got the... Did I actually not grab the blast chiller? Where is it? Is it right here? Oh, it's right there. Okay, let's go ahead and grab that. There you go. Go ahead and put that there. Need to make sure that's exporting power because I did not do that yet, right? So that's good. That's getting power. That's fantastic. We will need a drawer, I suppose. So let's actually grab a drawer. So let's do one of that. We'll also need a external storage. So we'll go ahead and grab one of them as well. We've already got some cable, so that's fantastic. And we'll just use this to, I guess, store the snow on it kind of automatically. So just like that. Then we'll just go ahead and add external storage. I guess I could go right here for all that matters. There we go. Then just bring the cable across, just like so. We'll need a sink here too to be able to automatically just pull in the water. I should have set up a drive with water, but I just haven't got to it. Haven't had a real reason to, I suppose. And then go to input, right? So we want blue on this side. We want to make sure both of these auto inputs and auto outputs are done. And that's going to start making ice by default. But if I put this here, it's actually going to turn into snowballs. And that's what we need, right? There you go. And then I probably want my keys, right? So let's grab them. Sweet, sweet. I always end up with so many of these keys by the end of a pack, I have to say. Let's do that. Go. And this right here. That looks good. Then we probably just need a auto output through the top. Then I should be able to grab the snow, do that, pump that there, and that should be effectively done, right? And then I should have to just, I guess, over here, tell it to make snow, right? So I'm hoping this recipe works too. I don't know if it's going to work, you know what I mean? Start to finish from, I guess, for the rune. But we're going to find out really quick if there's any issues, and then I'll know what I have to fix, right? So, yeah. One thing I should show you with the runes too. So when you're setting up the recipes for them, so if I go to, say, rune, which one here? Let's go with one of the weird ones, like spring. There you go. Sweet. You need to make sure you pull out the runic altar. You do not want that in the recipe. And the other one would be the living rock. You need to add the living rock because it doesn't pull it automatically to every recipe, right? So you'd want to do something like that because otherwise it's not going to work. So that is definitely something you can do there. It doesn't matter if you leave that empty space. I guess you can put the living rock in the empty space at the start. Shouldn't matter at all. And that should be it, actually. So if I actually go to make snow now, let's actually make sure we can make snow. Make sure nothing went wrong. Right there, start. That's good. Looks like it made snow. That's cool. We'll go ahead and change the priority on this too. I always forget to do that with small things like this. There you go. That's good. And let's go up and stare at our rune setup and see if it actually makes it through the entire setup. Because this thing is 100% working, which is kind of the real test, right? We did a little test yesterday. This is going to be the test for the pack, right? So let's go ahead and go to rune. And do that. Can't say I'm not nervous whenever I do something like this because there's so many moving parts, right? We will have to automate that. I don't think there's anything else here I need to worry about. Actually, I need to make sure my cake recipe is set up too. Because if I didn't tell it to return milk buckets, which I probably didn't because I always forget that, I probably have to fix that recipe. But that just means the recipe will hang. Anyway, I think that's good. I think this is good. Guess we'll see here. Yeah, I think we're okay. Okay, let's go ahead and tell it to make a rune, right? So let's go to rune here. Sweet. Tell it to make a rune of absolute power. Click start and see what happens. So yeah, it's going through it. It's doing its thing. It's making a lot of noise. And it should go through the process. So we got one rune. Here we go. Should pick up those ones. It's going to pick up runes to make runes and stuff like that too. So there's like a whole process, right? But I love this automation. I have to say this is one of my favorite automations that I do. It is really solid. Look at this thing. There you go. But these are just the early ones. If it's going to mess up, it's going to be on the later ones. Hopefully I didn't mess up any recipe though. If we make it through the first time, that'd be actually awesome. I think it's going to mess up on buckets though. I think the recipe's going to hang, but I think that's an easy fix, right? Okay, there we go. Got another one. I wish we could monitor from here too. I'd have to connect to that thing that is up here. Oh, also, I should make some levers for this too. Actually, let's do that while we're waiting. Let's go ahead, grab some levers here. There you go. It's doing its thing. But I should have these set to be able to be turned offable. You know what I mean? So I think it's just right here, right? Then you just do that. Then do this, right? There you go. Now I'll freeze the time on that. Make it so it's not dropping coal in the world, because I'm just wasting coal right now. Which doesn't really matter too much. We have 200k and it keeps going up in spite of that. But that is very wasteful, and I shouldn't be doing it, right? So let's do that. Right there. That's cool. Did I actually click the box on this one? I think so, right? Okay, cool. And yeah, it's going through stuff. It's doing things. It's still not done. Which one is it on? Is this the final one here? Oh, which one is that? Which rune is that? Wait a sec, I got a problem. Which rune is that? I have no idea. Huh. We got a problem. Which rune would that be? I'm gonna have to hunt down what I did wrong. Is it this one? Is it trying to do this right now? But it can't, because it doesn't have the other ones, right? Let's see here. Living rock, water, fire, earth, spring, summer, autumn. That actually looks like it. Huh. And which one is that? That's the last one. What is wrong with this recipe? Huh. Okay, I may have to troubleshoot this. Is it missing a rune? What is going on here? How many are on there? Okay, let me figure this out, because I'm not sure what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 8 on there, right? Let's go look at that recipe real quick and see what should be there. Then I gotta figure out what's wrong, right? So if I go down here, go to rune, right? One of these. Oh, it needs more. Oh, I see what happened. Ah, I see what happened. Where's those other patterns? There's like large patterns, right? Pattern? Yeah, I totally derped this. I think we need this. Yeah, refined storage, large patterns. I think we need one of these. Can I just do that? And then go ahead and toss that in there. Then go to large. Yeah, I didn't even pay attention to that at all. Let's go ahead and see if we can make one of them. Sweet. We'll have to change that recipe. It always tries to grab the wrong glass. But anyway, let's go ahead and do that. Sweet. And yeah, see if we can get this done. I've never used this mod, so I don't know if we have to make a different table for it or anything. That is totally the wrong thing. But anyway, let's go ahead and grab a piece of glass. It was doing so well, too. I was so proud. But it totally messed up. That's good there. That's cool. Let's go ahead and see if we need to make a different machine for this thing. So I've gone ahead and done a little bit of stuff here. I'm trying to figure out how to get this done, right? So I have a recipe in here. This is one of those large patterns. I'll show you how to make it here. And it's not working. It's not really designed to work with this mod. So I'm not sure how we're supposed to automate these, right? So you basically make one of these here, large pattern encoders, right? So it's doing its thing. Doesn't look like there's many settings in here. This is like the old encoder, right? So it doesn't have to be hooked up to the system or anything. You see there I have the rune of absolute power as the output. Had to pull the altar. Had to add the living rock. So I made that recipe. But this isn't technically made for this mod, right? So you go to here, look at this. It's actually for the ultimate crafting table. That is what this is for, right? So this is how you would, I guess, make the recipes for this big thing. So stuff like that, right? So yeah, it's not meant for this. So I don't know if there's like a different pattern. So we go to at large. Is there just like a big pattern? It does not seem like it. So I'm not sure how we do that. And when I put it in here, I guess I could show you. Go down here and try to craft this recipe, right? Go to here and go to, I guess, right here. There you go. It keeps telling me that the crafter is locked. So it doesn't like this, I don't think, right? So if I click cancel, right, do that, hit up here, like the crafter isn't locked. It's working fine. Because if I cancel the recipe, because that's how we do the crafting, right, by locking the crafter. But if I say go to, I have rune here. Let's go to this one. What's one of the ones we still need? We need Root of Sloth, right? Boom. Like, nothing's locked. It's working fine. It's doing exactly what it needs to. But for whatever reason, yeah. So, there you go. Made the Rune of the Sloth. But now if I go Rune of Power, it should go through it all, right? It actually shows that it's going to, right? It shows everything it needs. It knows what it has to do. But the second I click Start, yeah, it's going to go back and say it's locked again. And you can see here, there's no redstone signal. It can't be locked. It's literally impossible for it to be locked. Does not make any sense at all. I just don't think these patterns are able to do this recipe, which is really kind of annoying for the pack, right? What they should have did, if they're going to do this and make us use these runes of absolute power for the pack, they should have maybe made it so the recipe fit. So made it so these runes here turn into one rune, these runes here turn into one rune. So all the sloth runes become one, all the season ones become one, and then maybe all these ones become one. You know what I mean? Something to condense the room so you could fit it into one recipe. Because that's literally the issue. So unless I'm missing something, you know what I mean? Like, so maybe there's some other magical pattern here I'm not seeing. I don't think I can actually do my full absolute root of power. I don't see how it's possible at all. So, I mean, I could do it, but I'm going to have to do it by hand, which seems kind of counterintuitive to what I want to actually do, right? So, yeah, just not happy about that. Just going to throw that out there. I am making all my nitros, though. Nitros might actually be done. Do we actually have all our nitro crystals now? If we go to nitro, right? Nitro? Yeah, we got 24 of them. That is actually awesome. And we should be able to go ahead and upgrade all these now, right? So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. And go ahead and get that. That looks good. Let's also make it daytime, because, oh, let's not do that. I'd like to have that back, please. Can I have that? There you go. Sweet. Awesome. And go ahead and toss all these into here. We'll be able to make our last level of actual rod, at which point we should be good to go. Was that actually 12? It seems like I had 11. Maybe I counted wrong. Anyway, it doesn't matter, I guess. Go there, go to rod, go to the actual last one. That looks good there. And then we have to manually pull these. Just because it likes being annoying. Oh, I didn't put these in here either, so let's do that. Sweet. And hopefully we got them all. Look at that. We got every one of them now. Then we'll be able to set up the actual, I guess, auto crafting for the actual generator now. So the last reactor. And then we won't have to worry about it anymore. And these ones, I think, move 3,000 RF a tick. So combined, that's a considerable amount, right? So that times 12, what? 36,000 RF a tick on charging. So if I want to make a nitro now, it should make it way quicker, right? So if I go here, do that, and then I just want to, we'll just, actually, I don't want to make that. Let's make one of these. There we go. Awesome. Just see how fast it is on this recipe. So it did that. It's doing the blazing. Now the blazing. It just flies to the blazing. You can barely see the lasers. It just kind of instantly goes. Which is pretty crazy. Cool. I guess I'd have to make 9 of these, right? So I have to get through that step. I just want to see how fast it actually does the 20 million. See, that's actually considerably faster. That won't take any time at all. I just need to kind of set up the auto crafting for the actual reactor itself, and once it's done, we'll go ahead and automate the reactor. And I think we have to do dry ice as well. So we've gone ahead and automated the recipe for the final reactor. So it's kind of just going through crafting everything, getting us a whole lot of the nitro crystals doing its thing, which is really awesome, really cool. But I want to show you something up here. So if we go up here, I don't know if that's the issue. I don't know if it's actually the crafting recipe that's the issue with this. I want to try it right now because I've actually gone ahead. I've done every rune, right? So every rune's done now. I've actually made sure it has everything. Now if I do this now and click start, is it going to go? No, it's not. Okay, so that doesn't mean it's not going to work though. So let's go here. I added a monitor. Let's go ahead and click cancel, right? Now let's go ahead and try the rune again. So let's see if this actually happens the same way it happened last time. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Do that. And there we go. It's going to work. So the issue seems to be with the crafter, maybe? It's like it's not registering on locked in between crafts. Because I was making the other runes there, so there's like all those sin runes, right? So I'd craft one, and then it would craft fine. Then the next one doesn't craft, and I have to go in and cancel it. Then and when I craft the next one, it crafts fine. So on and so forth. And it just keeps doing that over and over and over. I don't know how to fix that. I honestly have no clue. I don't know if it's like these... Maybe these upgraded crafters? Maybe if I slowed it down, maybe if I used a smaller crafter, maybe it'll work or something. But yeah, it's definitely not working. Everything's set, right? Everything's doing what it needs to. But if we go down, we should actually have a rune of power, right? So we have it. Yeah. So it works. It does its thing, but it messes up. So if I go, let's see here. Let's try it again. I just want to show you what's going on here so you can make some sense of it like I am, right? So if I go, oh, I guess we could just make these for free now? Really? What? Once you get to this point, you don't have to... I thought I was going to use all these runes. Can I really just make like infinite amounts of these? Oh, no, I can't. I need something there. What's I want more of? Let's see here. No, let me make more. Let's do that for a second. There you go. Oh, I guess we made 2 of every rune, right? Yeah, but the second I go to make another one, it messed up again, right? So it's doing its thing. Crafter is locked for no reason. For no reason. That is so messed up. But if I do it again, right? So I go to Rune of Power. Click Start. Sweet. It's probably going to start dropping it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I have no idea how to fix this at all. I may try one of the other crafters, I guess. See if that works. I mean, I could try... Oh, can I stop this? I want to try something. We're for science. Let's go ahead and grab all these rows here. I don't think I have them all anyway. I've been auto-crafting all these, not doing it by hand. So let's try something really quick, which may work. I want to see if it's the crafter or something to do with my automation. I've had this automation in a different pack, right? The exact same automation, right? And this one where I actually, came up with this automation, and it worked fine for a big giant rune as well in that pack. So I've been fooling around with this a little bit, and it seems, I think it might be just the crafting recipe. For some reason, it does not like that, what is the custom mod that's doing that? It's the absolute power one. The Cube.js recipe. I don't think Britannia likes it. I don't know whether it's these crafters, because I actually downgraded the crafter. Thought maybe the crafter speed was the issue, and that is not the issue. It still only makes them every second try. So no matter what, it seems to only make it every second try, which is unfortunate. But, I mean, at least it has it automated. I can make them now, like, no problem. You only have to make the runes once, too, which is actually really cool, now that I think of it. But if I go try another one now, just do this. Let's pull you up. There you go. You can see I've already made a few of them. This is probably locked now. Yeah, there it is. It's just locked. So, I'm not sure what's doing that at all. It might just not like my automation, but I don't know why, because this is just sending a pulse. This is using this mod's automation to basically automate this, right? So yeah, and it hasn't done anything with the setup down there as well. So our crystal setup that we just did has not frozen like this. So something with this one's different. I don't understand what's going on, but something it definitely is, right? So it's being a little dorky, and I can only do every second craft, and I have no idea how to fix this, but it's interesting. That's cool. Oh, our reactor's done too. I have to go automate that in a second. I have to make another network transmitter and receiver. But yeah, every second one of these is going to fail. And I don't know how to sort this out. So, and okay, we're going to go ahead and set up our other reactor. So we have this one now. So we actually have 2, but we're just going to use the nitro. Let's go ahead and pop that right there. Yep. That's going to start auto building that. We're not going to be using this setup anymore either. So let's get rid of you and get rid of you, which is awesome. And then, I guess it does need better which side we put this on. We're going to use a network receiver on this one, I think. So I'll leave that there. That's fine. That's actually working, so won't even kind of annoy it. Here we go. We'll just throw this right here. That's good. Then we need to go ahead and set up the network card. So that's pretty simple. I do have a new transmitter over here, so we just need to kind of toss this into it. Is this the new one, or is this one? This one is right there. Cool. Awesome. And then we just go ahead and get it linked up and then automate the last part of it, which is pretty awesome. I made a new recipe too for dry ice. So dry ice is really easy. It's done in our orb that we just set up there, right? So it's right here. This is the best coolant for the reactor. So 10,000 FE and 2 blue ice. Oh, it's blue ice. Oh, I need to set up auto crafting for blue ice really quick. I thought it was just packed ice, right? Because we get packed ice for free, right? So we have packed ice? Yeah, we have 3.7k. We can go ahead and set up the crafting for blue ice really quick. Let's do that. Then I'll be able to make that, I guess. So let's go to blue ice. Awesome. Go ahead and set up that recipe. That handles that. Go ahead and do you. Let's go ahead and make one too, just so we can set the filter. So let's go to, what's this stuff called? Blue ice, right? I need 2 of them. Go ahead and grab that. That looks good. That looks good as well. Then where's my orb at? My orb is right here. So we just do that and that. Sweet. And now we have some dry ice. And with that, we should be able to get everything going, right? So that and that. That looks good. And I keep heading the wrong way. Which way is it? Right there. There you go. There we go. Sweet. And we're just going to pipe in everything with exporters now because it's going to be way easier. So let's go ahead and do that. And then I guess we just need 3 exporters. So we can just go 1, 2, 3. And then actually we need 4, don't we? So we'll do that. We'll need 1 on your night. So we'll just do that. Cool. I'm going to throw a crafting card in here too because the system already knows how to do this. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and give it a crafting card probably for everything actually. Let's do that. It knows how to make redstone. We'll do that. Or I should say blocks. Do that. It knows how to make coal blocks. So we'll just give it a crafting card. Do I have any more crafting cards? I thought I had some more. Let's go ahead and hunt them down. There you go. Oh, I did. Let's go ahead and do that right there. So we'll just teach it to do that part of it. And then the last part would be the dry ice, right? So we'll just do that. Teach it to actually do that work, right? So it's doing the work now. And everything should start ending up in here, hopefully. Hopefully we see some dry ice. I don't see dry ice yet. We do need a bucket of water, so let's do that. Did I mess up something with this, though? Where's the, this recipe? The blue ice. There. Wait, I did teach it dry ice, right? Let's just double check that. Yeah, 2 dry ice. Maybe it's 2 backlog. Maybe you can only do like 3 autocrafts at a time. Maybe that's a problem. We'll wait for that to finish. I'll put 1 in there. We'll just make sure it fills up. And when it fills up, if it actually starts making the dry ice. Oh, I should leave that in there. That's good. Let's put 1 in there just so it cools down, right? There you go. That'll help that. And this should be able to produce a massive amount of power. I think this one does like 100,000 actually. We're not going to be able to see right now, I guess. I guess when it cools down, we'll get a better idea. I think the generator will go up, but until this, actually, we should see. It's obviously under load. There you go. There's 60. As the temperature goes down, I think that gets better, right? I don't know where the temperature is going to cap out. On the other one, it was capping out at 100°C, and that was kind of the max of it, right? But once this gets down, we should see pretty much the max. Well, it's actually going to go under 100 with this one. So that's cool. We're already up to 86K, and it looks like 29C. And it looks like 85K around is going to be the max for this one, which is fine. I'm actually okay. I thought it was like 120 though, but not too bad. Looks like the max extract though, you can only pull out 800,000 a tick. That's a little strange, but anyway, that's a thing. It's doing its stuff, but it's not making my dry ice. Why you make that? I did put the right thing in there, right? Go ahead and see here. Oh, I put that in there. I'm a total dork. Let's actually make a dry ice, right? Let's actually make about 4 of those, right? Awesome. Let's actually do this. Let's go dry. Go ahead and put this in here, right? So let's do that, and then let's do this. And now it should actually do it, right? We should start seeing it come in there. Yeah, it's starting to go up. So our power is pretty much taken care of for the pack now. So that was actually really cool and really awesome, and I'm pretty happy with that. I need to sort out the Rune of Power, though. That one's going to bother me for a bit. The only thing I could think of is doing a separate one where it kind of does the craft, loops around, and just uses the same runes over and over, kind of a cycle. And the only thing I would have to add each cycle is 1 living rock. So I may come up with something to do that because, yeah, that is totally derpy. I don't understand why it's doing that. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. So as always, guys, like this video, please hit that like button. Really liked it. Hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Well, you guys all have a good one. See you guys next video. Later.